What if everything you see right now isn't real? Your room, your friends, the sky, even you. What if it's all an illusion, carefully programmed for you to believe? Sounds crazy, right? But listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you will change the way you see reality forever. And here's the scary part. Once you hear this, you'll never look at life the same way again. Imagine this. Someone out there could be watching you right now. Not in a creepy way, but like a gamer watching their character inside a game. You have quests, routines, goals. You work, you love, you get angry, you laugh. But what if none of that is real? What if everything you know is just a part of a simulation? Why do I believe this? Because there are too many strange clues that we've ignored for years. But today, I'm going to lay it all out for you. 5 terrifying proofs that we're living in a simulation. And trust me, some of these will break your mind. Before we start, ask yourself one question. If this is a simulation, who's running it? God? Aliens? Humans from the future? Or you? You probably think this sounds like a conspiracy theory. But here's the truth. Scientists, philosophers, billionaires, they're all talking about this. Elon Musk once got asked, "What's the chance that we are living in base reality?" His answer? 1 in billions. 1 in billions. So why is he so sure? Because the math is terrifying. Think about it. 50 years ago, video games were pixelated squares. Today, we have 3D graphics, VR headsets, AI characters that act like real people. In 100 years, we'll create virtual worlds so realistic you won't be able to tell the difference. And here's the scary part. If future civilizations can run simulations, and they probably will, there will be billions of them. Which means the odds that you are in the one real world and not inside a simulation, almost zero. But let's not stop there. I'm going to give you 5 disturbing proofs that will make you question everything. Ready? Let's go. Think about it. Why does the universe work so perfectly? Gravity, the speed of light, the laws of motion. They never break. Ever. Why is everything so stable, so precise? If nature is chaotic, why does reality feel programmed? In every video game, there are rules. You can't just break the physics. You can't walk through walls or fly without limits. Those rules are coded in. Our world works the same way. The code is physics. It never changes. It never glitches, at least. Almost never. And here's the craziest part. Scientists have discovered that reality is made up of the smallest indivisible units. Energy packets. Quanta. You can't break them down further. Doesn't that sound familiar? Like pixels on a screen. As if reality isn't continuous. It's digital. Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? Déjà vu. A moment that feels like you've lived it before. Or strange coincidences that make zero sense. The internet is full of videos. People freezing mid-walk. Birds stuck in the air. Cars moving with no drivers. People call them glitches in the matrix. Skeptics say it's camera errors or editing. But what if it's not? What if those are real bugs in the system? And what about that feeling when time slows down before an accident? Or when you just know what's about to happen? Is it intuition? Or a script being reloaded? If you've ever thought, this feels like a simulation, maybe that's because it is. Here's something mind-blowing. Scientists say the universe is expanding. But beyond the observable universe? Nothing. Absolute nothingness. Why? In video games, developers don't render areas you can't reach. Why waste resources? Our universe feels the same. We can only see so far. Beyond that? Empty space, or maybe not even that. Maybe it's just unprogrammed territory. And the speed of light? Why is it the absolute limit? Maybe because the system can't load things fast enough if you go beyond that speed. Now here's the scariest one. In quantum mechanics, particles exist in multiple states until we look at them. The moment we observe them, they pick one reality. This isn't a theory. It's proven science. The observer effect. Doesn't that sound like rendering in a game? The world only loads when you look at it. So what happens to your room when you leave? Does it still exist? Or does it disappear until you return? Right now, we're creating virtual worlds. People are living in VR. Entire economies are forming online. AI is becoming self-aware. We are literally building realities inside our reality. So if we can do this in 2025, what about in 2125 or the year 3000? If future civilizations can create infinite simulations, and there's no reason they can't, then the odds that you are in the original world and not in one of the countless simulations, almost zero. So here's the real question. If this is a simulation, who's running it? And why? Are we a science experiment? A game? A test before another life? And what happens when the simulation ends? The creepiest part? Every time you sleep, every time you blink, every time the screen goes dark, someone could just be hitting pause. And if you've watched this far, congratulations. That means your level isn't over yet. Now it's your choice. Keep living like nothing happened. Or start looking for the truth. Drop a comment. Do you think we're in a simulation?